Thank you for choosing to join the conversation. Welcome, first time listeners and the Ignite the You crew. Just so you remember, this is your podcast, and the content that you want fuels the show. With that, leave your comments here on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All the links are at the bottom of the page. Just scroll down. We have a great show for you today and hope ignites the conversation with you. So today's conversation is very interesting because it's kind of taboo. I mean, it's fictional. We all watch the Jetsons, but what about time travel? What about people who say they've been to 2030? Um, if you Google, or I'm sorry, use any of the search engines you like, what you'll find is there's a vast amount of information. And something else you'll find is one of the smartest guys available is talking about this too. It's time travel, you guys. Can you move forward in space?
I tell you what, anybody that come from the future and come to the day, they'll go back. But, but me, if I can travel through time, I go back to the beginning. Oh my goodness. Y'all be like, this is a whole different world now. Cause all that bull crap that's going on now, I'll stop it at the beginning.
No, hold up, man. No, you're looking at this information like I am. And this dude is saying that he spent 2 years in the future in 2749.
And he came back here.
Wow.
And he came back here.
Wow.
Man, he either lied or his time traveling machine don't work. How about he went to 2047? 2047 must be worse than 2018.
The best story that I ran across was a guy who said in 1981 he was kidnapped from his home. And once he was kidnapped from his home, he was taken to a secret facility where they told him he couldn't ever talk to his wife about anything, could never tell his kids about nothing, and they transported him to 2118, and everything was floating, and like all the sidewalks and roads were just for pedestrians because all the cars were flying and stuff. And then he went to this guy who was like, yes, we totally do like time machines and stuff like that. And he's like, well, could you send me to 1981? And he ended up back on the same side of the road that he was in 2118, but he was home again in 1981. So this dates back to I'm going there, back to the future. Come on. So do you think that maybe the government was introducing us to something as they figured it out and making it comical and part of the movies?
I tell you what, that right there sounds like I don't see no cars flying around today in 2018. Right now we're in 2018. I don't see no cars flying around. And if they had, now I ain't gonna doubt that they could go into the future. I ain't gonna doubt that time travel because man, if I knew, oh, it's a good thing that I can't go into. That's all I'm gonna say about that. If I knew I could, if I knew my future gonna look like my past. Oh my goodness. I'll go back and change all that.
So while you're on
I
that
go back
level,
and get credit and everything.
so while you're on that level, do you think maybe our government and our politics have had some insight into the future, and that's why they're making these decisions that we don't completely get and understand? And maybe they're making this huge butterfly effect to try to change the future that's actually making the future interactive because they can change the past.
Well, the government changing the future, they know what the future is because they created the future. Right now with our this tax policy, this ridiculous tax rate for the super rich, and watch what our future look like. They know what our future gonna look like because they created the horror that's gonna come behind this. It's gonna create an economic burst. We're gonna see inflation for the first time in many, many decades. This right here, our government, yeah, they know what the future look like because they create the future, and they can pretty much tell by their forecasting and their predictions and their game plan and all of that right there. They can pretty much tell you what the future gonna look like.
So, with that, we want to know what you guys think about the future. We want to know what you think about the past. We want to know what you think about the butterfly effect and if you think that they are dipping and dabbling all up in our past and future. It's up to you guys to ignite the conversation. We sincerely hope that you enjoyed the show. It was a blast discussing the topics you want to hear about. Let's continue the conversation. You can join the group on Facebook. There are over 500 Igniters waiting to continue the conversation with us. If you'd like to join us for a podcast, send us an email because we would love to chat with you. Ignite the you, ignite the conversation.